Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another vlog. My name is Ndung'u. If it is your very first time to be here, karibu sana. We love visitors. Feel at home. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for your love. I appreciate it and I thank you. God bless you. Today, we are talking about how long should you date before you get into marriage. Sawa sawa. So, I have a guest with me today. I want him to introduce himself so that we can have this conversation together. Karibu sana to this platform, babe.
Hi people, my name is Peter Ndung'u, husband to this wife of mine.
Dating is a very interesting period. For someone that does not know the meaning of dating, is when you look for someone of the opposite sex for you to see if they are the right person for you to settle with. I just have a question though. Who is the right person for you? What is the meaning of the right person? How many of you know who is the right person for you? Because I think we have watched a lot of romantic movies and all we want are romantic people, and for you, because someone is romantic, you consider them the right person because they have money, because maybe they're looking amazing, they're looking handsome, or they're beautiful, and for you that is definition of the right person for you. But I think that the question should be, and the underlining point is the person really the person that you can accomplish purpose with? How right is that person for you? Because I think a lot of us trivialize marriage. We don't look at marriage holistically. We look at the benefits that we are getting into marriage to get.
Where we should begin with is asking ourselves, what is marriage? Because when you understand marriage, you'll understand relationship.
Yeah.
And when you're able to understand the relationship and marriage and what they have both, you can be able now to know what do you want as a person, or what do I do as a person. Yes, because I think we are coming to we are having a lot of people getting into relationship because I think they got along, or they vibe, all these things, so we can have cute babies, or some are getting into relationship because they have resources,
Yeah.
or we can fly in and out of country. And I think our society as per now, majority are governed by the wrong things that are leading them to staying together, and then you find them 2-3 years later, all of them, no one is dating, no one is with the person they started with, because while on the way vitu zilienda against what they had expected. Because you see, marriage is it's complicated,
Yeah,
and complex.
Very.
It does a lot, and when you get into marriage with the wrong foundation, that means 1 year, 1 month, 2 days ahead, you have had people that got married today and still divorced the other day, the following day. Why? It's just the basic understanding of what marriage is, or what relationship is, so that when they get into relationship that leading into marriages, they have an understanding.
I won't lie to you people. I am in marriage, but I think that even I am getting to evolve in understanding what marriage is and what it entails. And I think that that is something that we need to have a conversation about. I think we will get you to come again so that we can discuss what marriage is. But because today we are focusing on how long should people date. Last episode we talked about knowing that someone is the right person for you, if you guys can really have a future. So this particular episode is for people that have identified someone who to them is the right person. So how long are you guys supposed to date, or how long are you supposed to continue with the relationship before you make it maybe official? And by official we mean you guys having a wedding. So I will ask you the same question, babe. How long do you think people should take? If I've already identified you as my particular person, we can do this together. How long?
When we get to talk about marriage, I don't think we have that thing of what it's supposed to be. It has a timeline. It doesn't have a timeline. Dating is different for all of us. Dating is different.
For sure.
Every relationship is different.
Yeah.
It has its own dynamics. And what you can really look at is not how long, because sometimes it is nature that brings people together. There is circumstances that sometimes people have bumped into each other in places they didn't expect to meet, and you meet your love of your life, and then 2-3 days later it does not work out. So I think for me, I would say it has no time. Only God knows. Yes.
Interesting. There is something that has just popped in my head while he was speaking, in terms of not having a timeline for you guys to date. But I think the effectiveness of the dating determines the longevity of the date, because you will find people who have effective dating in a month. So the things they're talking about, the conversations they're having are deep. So they will have effective dating with less period, and the other people who just play around with dating because it's about going out for them, it's about the pomp, the being taken out, the being bought food, the being taken for coffee, and all these things that come with dating. So they are not really keen on focusing on what is important. I remember one time we went for a seminar and we were being told, do you have questions? Are you asking the person you're going out with, where is this relationship going? Or you're just doing the relationship because you know what, I don't want to be single, I have to happen, and you know what, you're the person that is closest to what I want, so let's do this.
So there is food and I don't want to miss this good food.
Exactly.
Whenever you're going out.
Exactly. So you also need to have that question in mind. Where is this relationship going? As a woman, do you think that this person is the right person for you? Because if you have identified that this person is right for you, then why are you wasting time? You need to ask questions. Where are we going? Unajua, are we even anywhere close to an engagement or anything that seems like it will cement this relationship and make it official? And this is not to say that marriages are the only way to just cement a relationship, because there's some of you that will meet someone at a very young age and you want to maybe date for a bit longer and wait until maybe you finish school, but you know this is the right person for you. So while you're waiting, are there indications to show you that this relationship is going somewhere? I will ask you a question, Peter, because you have dated many girls according to the stories I know. Sindio, am I lying? You have dated.
No, I have not dated.
Why you trying to cement the relationships? Ile ya encourage mresh that you know what, I am still here and there is a future for us in this relationship. Were there things like that you're doing? For example, let me use this example. You see, a lot of us, especially in church, we give promise rings, either to say that I will not have sex until this particular time, or I want to do this. But there are such things. It's not an engagement ring, but it's a promise ring, for example. Or you have a written agreement or something that just encourages this lady to stick in the relationship because there's a future that you see the two of you having.
No, I think I will not begin where you want me to, but I have a question.
Ask.
And I'm asking myself this. The Bible says that there is time for everything. There's a time to be born.
Yes.
There's a time to die. There's a time to eat. There's a time to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Now, relationship basically has its own time.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to relationship, we also have to understand that everything has its own time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now, I will not speak about. We may not speak about the other relationship because there were relationship in wrong timing, wrong places, wrong people.
Okay.
Yes. And when you right now, from where I stand, I understand that I was doing the wrong thing at the wrong time, because when the right time came, we didn't spend a lot of time. That time of us going out for 1 year or 6 months or being together, I need you to take me out for several times so that I can know you, because it was at the right the right thing. So I think what we should be mainly focus on is this the right time to do this?
And with the right person.
Is this the right person? Because if it's the right person, not the right person according to your principles or according to your desires
Preferences.
or your preferences. It's the right person according to God. Because now, what I know for now, God brings two people that are different. You are an incomplete vessel and I'm an incomplete vessel. When God brought us together, there is what you had that is beneficial to me, and there is what I have that is beneficial to you. But now, if we don't look at it that way, this is where we end up in relationship with wrong people, wrong places, for no reasons, and then we end up hurting ourselves, saying, "Oh, God damned, I'm a baby mama, I'm a baby daddy," all those things.
So, how long, Web, do you think that people should take before they get married?
I think I'll still say it's not defined how long people should take. Ours took 6 months. I've seen people that have met and married within 1 month. Yes. If we go the white way or the Western way, they meet today and do things tomorrow. But when you come to Africa, or when you come to our country in particular, and you come to the cultures that we have, when we speak of the Christians will not be able to do it like just any other person. Because for us, we have not this kind of state.
Okay, you have brought a very important conversation, and I think maybe we can have kidogo discussion about it. So do you think that the longevity of the dating is affected by culture, religion, or are we too westernized? That's why unapata our generation right now is not taking so much time. Because of course, even kitambo, people are not even dating. Leave alone at your dating for a short period. Because we had arranged marriages. We didn't have people going out dating. While ukizaliwa hivi, you already knew mzee fulani will be your husband.
No.
You will be inherited by who, which husband of yours.
The one I know from back then is the one that young men will go out to hunting, and then while on the way, if you spot a beautiful girl that you like, you just carry them home, you go stay with them several months, and then after several months you go and report to the parents, "Oh, sisi tuko na msichana wako, sisi tuliiba mbuzi yako, tumekuja kujiripoti." But now us,
are we affected by the westernization that actually causes us now? Venye unasema, people from the western world, they can meet today, marry today, or marry the next day.
I think we are tied by our culture, our beliefs, a lot of things. Let's say for Africans, and in particular Christians in this way, you find that a lot of pastors will not encourage you to like meet someone today and then date them for 2-3 months, for 1 month, and then in the next month you're moving in. We have, you'll find yourself being branded all sort of names. You'll find people looking at it in different ways, or these people that look at it, maybe kuna kitu nataka kuficha, or it's demonic, or it will have something. But our marriages are mainly affected by all the things. It's a process for us as Christians. It's a process to us. The process is good. I am not fighting the process. I'm not against the process. It is important to take that process. It is important to notify the parents. It is important.
So the process makes the dating longer.
Yes. Not
the
even
journey,
the process.
The journey to marriage longer.
Process is one thing, but also we ourselves have also made it even longer. I have a friend that I know that said, "I cannot get married to anyone unless we get to date for 5 good years."
Interesting. Why 5 years?
Yeah, I don't know. Sijui ni nini anatafuta. I think you see we before marriage, all of us have that notion of I'm in this relationship so that I may know you better.
Yeah.
But we are 4 years later.
Yeah.
There's something you did in the morning, I'm like, where? Who ni nani?
Yeah, true.
There's something I did at night and you'll be left wondering, is this the same Peter that I thought was mature? I thought he's mature. And you'll be left asking yourself a lot of questions.
So westernization is not affecting us. Anyway.
It's affecting some.
It's affecting some. This is what
slowly. It's affecting us slowly.
Okay. This is what I will say on a personal level. I think that as people, we are affected by so many things, like when unasema, we have our culture still having a hold on us because there's what culture dictates, there's what religion dictates, and then we also have the westernization, and a lot of us nowadays are learned. So because you're learned, you're like, there are things I wouldn't do, like someone who was married 30 years before me. There are things that we have been exposed to that necessarily are not helping our marriages in any way. They're just things that are there to just make the process difficult. So for my take is that as much as there's culture, there's religion, and there's everything else, and the westernization, I think when it comes to dating, we should be open-minded. Remember, the relationship is between you and the person that you will love and be in marriage with.
And God.
Avoid a lot of outside, what is this called?
Feeding.
Yeah.
Correction.
Outside voices. I think a relationship is between Peter and Marion. So if I start listening to Faith, I will never have quality in our relationship, because there's also always an ear that is speaking. Hata kuanga kama third wheel kwa relationship. If you consider what other people are saying, you will not have what we are talking about purposefully and effectively dating so that you can get into marriage. I think if you purposefully and effectively date, you can even use less time than you would if you are just dating for the sake of dating. So my question to anyone of you that have identified the right person for you, how effective is the dating? Because if it is not effective, then you prolong it. Girls and guys that say, oh, I want to date for long so that I can wait Sidri to know this person, like Peter is saying, you will never know that person until they get into marriage.
It just opens a door of immorality.
I agree.
At the end of the day.
I agree. Because as ladies especially, when you meet this person sana, you're not really too love struck like they are. If a man loves you, you will love them eventually. Your love grows. It's not kama ya mwanaume ni instant na inaendelea. But for us ladies, unaweza pata, by the way, I've gotten into a relationship with someone I don't love, but in like 3-4 years, because of the impact that this person is having in my life, and even just exchanging ideas with them, you continue to fall in love with them. So if you date for long, you are exposing yourself to love someone, for example, and maybe you might not end up with that person. And I'm not saying or putting down the idea of dating for long. I'm just saying, don't give the enemy a loophole to attack or to put you in temptations, especially for us who are trying to walk a journey of righteousness, if you want to do it right.